my fellow Americans? Are we reaping our harvest of greed? Have we built our house on sinking sand? Why are we being ugly Americans?
Good morning, this is CJ Holmes, founder of Homeowners for Justice, your host today for Weekdays Live. We've got a really cool show for you today, and I'm telling you, I've been telling people this for years, and that is, at some point in time, everybody's going to figure out that this mess involves them. So I've called it clouded title infection, because it's infecting the titles of property all over the country, whether you are in foreclosure or not, whether you've been paying your loan or not. You're going to hear some damning evidence about this from Washington State. They're trying to pass a bill. They've got some hearing. I want to play some testimony. And I want to apologize in advance if livestream blows up. It's not my internet. It's not my computer. I think it has something to do with the ports. So I'm working with livestream, trying to figure out what's going on. Nevertheless, because I want to play these YouTube shows of Washington State as their the hearings. So anyway, we're going to talk about that. I want to really point out we have to get behind and support any legislation that really does help the people, that puts MERS aside, that stops Fannie, Freddie, Ginnie Mae from doing insuring or working with any mortgages with MERS. That's the first thing we're going to talk about. And then the Washington State testimony. And then I've got a couple of really cool guests on again today. They're going to talk about how a clever way that we can get the courts to work for us. So Renee's going to be sharing with us. She's been talking with Ronald. And then Ronald's going to come on and share with us. He didn't want to get too much time because he's so angry. He's afraid he'll do a diatribe. Don't we all? So nevertheless, let's zip through some of this. The facts are these. Everybody now in this country is in jeopardy. Every property owner, every buyer, every seller. Listen to this mess. Before we do that, let's look at this bill that Marcy Kaptur, she's House Representative. She's one of the oldest, longest attendees of females in the House of Representatives. I think 14 sessions. She's from Ohio. She's on our list of connections because she stands up for the people, and she has introduced the bill. I've mentioned it before here, and I'm going to put this link again on the comments so that you can join this bill. You can read the official text. You can send your message to her about sponsoring this bill and about supporting the passage of it. And then, of course, you can send that information to your own elected representatives. Let's get everybody on board. Let's stop having, and this is the whole point of the bill, to prohibit Fannie and Freddie and Ginnie Mae from owning or guaranteeing any mortgage that is assigned to MERS or for which MERS is the mortgagee of record. Let's stop this nonsense now. And I believe the ultimate result, because without MERS, they're not really going to be able to securitize these loans. I believe it's an effort in the long run to start reining in, cutting back, stopping the securitization of home loans. And I totally support that. You know that. Okay, let's listen. I've got two specific pieces of the Washington State testimony. This is on Senate Bill 1435. And the first is talking about in support of, this explains some of the problems and what this bill, from what we're hearing, is supposed to fix.
Pretty awesome. Okay, so let's do 1435. Let's see, we have a panel here. So let's do Gary Kissling, Jonelle Wheeler, Bob Mitchell, and Shelley Erickson.
While they're coming up, Mr. Chairman, may I ask staff a question?
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah.
Thank you. On 1325 staff, is there an emergency clause in that bill?
Thank you, Mr. Chair. We, the House version, we took that off during, on the floor.
Thank you. Just checking.
Hold on, I got to make sure this is correct. Shelley, were you with a panel of Bob Mitchell? No? Okay. Well, never mind then. We'll get you next. How about Dwight? Dwight. All right, why don't you fit in there somewhere? Someone will get you a chair.
Probably just swap chairs and do that.
All right, whatever works. Go ahead. Gary, you want to try? Go ahead.
Mr. Chairman, committee members, my name once again is Gary Kissling. I'm a title agent from Yakima, Washington, and I'm here to speak on behalf of this bill. What this bill does is to take our existing statute and add some provisions to it. The second provision of the statute provides that a closer of real property transaction who acts as agent of the homeowner
in the definition derivative, and we